Hi everyone, welcome back to Maxine Loves Crafts. I'm Maxine and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I so appreciate you. So today is a very special video. It's a playlist for 5 under 5. It has been so long since I've been in this playlist and I'm so excited to be in it today. It's hosted by Emily from Farm Charm Chic, and her co-host this month is May, which is Craft Away with May. I don't know why I had such a hard time with that. Craft Away with May. The playlist, along with both of their channels, will be in my description box down below. So please make sure that you click on everyone's video and get their inspiration. This month, it's tier tray. So I went ahead and decided I was going to do 4th of July tier tray. So I have this really cute ladder that Tami from Happiness Created sent me. And I thought I'm going to redo it. I actually saw Christine redo this. She redid one just last month, and I thought it was so cute. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to redo mine. So I painted it with this blue paint. I really wanted to go with, I don't know why I really wanted it to be mainly blue. I think because most everything else I have right now for the 4th of July is red. So I'm going to go ahead and get the entire ladder painted front, back, on top of each, I guess ladder piece you'd call it. I don't know what you would call that, okay? And then here is the wire that hung off of the ladder, and it said Merry and Bright. I'm going to change it to something 4th of July. So I painted it in red after I took the wire and the bow off. Now I still kept the wire and the bow because I'm going to put them right back on. So this DIY cost me nothing really because I got it as a gift, except for this little piece of paper that I'm adding. So I got out my 4th of July scrapbook paper and found this. And it's like fireworks. I was going to put vinyl on it, but man, vinyl that small is really, really hard to weed. And I'm already a challenged weeder, so I thought I better just put like piece of scrapbook paper on there. Now I'm going to take and put the holes back in where the wire goes so I can get the wire put back through it. Now, when you redo something like this, be careful. I actually poked myself pretty good trying to get that hole done. I should have probably stuck the wire through it before I glued it so the hole was already there. But okay, so I was thinking, what am I going to use? So I got out my Dollar Tree jewelry making pliers and rolled the wire right back to almost exactly the way they had it rolled. This was such a cute, easy, quick DIY, and it's going to look so cute on my tier tray. Now, I'm not going to show you, I'm not going to do like a reveal after each project because I want you to see the project on the tier tray. So you'll get a peek like you are here. There's the, there's my ladder, but I want you to see it all on the tier tray with other things that I've got. Okay, so my second one here is, this is a board out of those Dollar Tree's cardboard, out of the Dollar Tree calendars. So I thought, well, you can't get any better than this to make an inexpensive, cute DIY. So I'm going to make a banner. I cut one piece of the size that I wanted it to be, so it would go around my tier tray just perfect. And then I went ahead and used that one to trace each one of my pieces. Now, I got 6 cut out. I do believe that I cut out one more, or maybe let's see, maybe I don't, because I wanted it to go like a blue, a red, a blue, a red, something like that, so that it, like, I didn't want it to clash together. So I'm going to go through here and cut out 6 different pieces. And I'm going to just take my glue stick, just like I did on the ladder. I used the glue stick. I don't feel like you need Mod Podge for something this small, you know. And I'm going to put, you know, with the glue stick, I'm going to put each of my piece of papers on here. Now, I was trying to really think outside the box as to how could I make this tier tray really cute and not cost very much at all. Because, you know, life is getting expensive these days. So I feel like the thing that probably will take a backseat is your, you know, the things that you decorate your house with during the holidays, right? So if you can make really cute things on a budget, you know, why not? And this right here cost me nothing really, because I already had this paper from the last 2 years. And this is a cardboard out of my calendar. So, you know, of course I had an initial cost out of it, but it turns out so super cute. And I'm still just trying to get my last 2 pieces. I did have to cut extra because I was missing like either a light blue or a dark blue. So I wanted to make sure I got it evenly proportioned. Okay, now I'm like, how am I going to get it to go on my tier tray, right? How am I going to get it to stick around the tier tray? So I got 2 red Chanel stems. And I took twine, red and white twine, and I wrapped it around the entire 2 Chanel stems, as long as I wanted it to be. Pipe cleaner, Chanel stems, whatever you want to call it. But this took some time, but I didn't want it to just be the pipe cleaners, right? I wanted it to look like it was the twine, but without it hanging really low. And this was what I thought I would have better control of when it comes to putting it on my tier tray. Now I'm going to go through and glue all the pieces across. I'm trying to get them evenly proportioned, you know, in between each piece. Because at this point, I think I'm going to take this ribbon that I got from... well, not a ribbon, it's a garland that I got from Hobby Lobby 2 years ago on the 90% off sale. So I'll show you that it cost $11.99, but I only paid like $1.19 for it. And I've been using it for the last several years as ribbon. So you're going to see that here in just a minute once I get all this glued down. So that's why I was trying to get them, you know, a little bit further apart, because that was my initial thought, was to put ribbon in between each one of these. I think I cut it out because it just doesn't work. The banner is too small versus the size of the ribbon. See how long this ribbon is I was trying to put on? So I had to cut that out because the video was too long. But I ended up just taking 2 pieces that I had cut like in half, and I put them on the end so that it would have a little something extra on it, and this worked out perfect. Now, probably what I should have done was cut them down into really small pieces, but I liked it. This turned out great. I liked the way it looked because I had taken it all off that I originally put on. And it looked really good just on each end. And it adds a little something to my tier tray. Okay. So there's the banner that I'm going to put on there. Okay. So I wanted something, you know, a little bit, you know, good size to put on top of my tier tray. So I got one of these mason jars. And I'm painting the bottom of it in crimson. And so I get that done, and then you're going to see here in a second. I have several, I've got so many napkins that I've bought over the years, and I'm gonna start using them because why not, right? I love to decoupage. So I take this ribbon here, or this napkin, and I'm trying to size it down. Like, how do I want it to go on my mason jar? I do both sides. I don't show you both sides because, again, I didn't want the video to be too horribly long. But I do both sides on this same exact napkin. Okay, so I'm trying to get it to where I can manage the size of it to Mod Podge it onto my mason jar. Here's my mistake on this side. I Mod Podged the entire mason jar. And it works out okay, but I didn't have as much control as I would have had if I would have done a little bit at a time. So on the other side of the mason jar, I do a little bit of the napkin at a time, and I start from the bottom and I go up to the top. And it just gave me better control. So I don't know why I was, so gung-ho and be like, oh, cover the whole project. I don't know why I did that. So now I'm trying to put, the decoupage on each side so I can take my little finger sander, and I had to get it all off, right? Now I'm trying to decide, do I want it to be red or blue on top? For like, how you have your jar that you scoot the top of, but it's got, I don't know, like a ribbon in it or something, or a piece of fabric. So that's what I'm trying to do here, is I'm trying to make myself a piece of fabric to go over the top before I put, some twine around it and all that good stuff. So I cut it out as to the size I think it's gonna, work for me. I am not good with measurements, you guys. I'm just not good. Okay, so now that I have the piece that I think is gonna be a decent size, I want to go through with my scissors and make scallops because I really wanted it to be pretty. I didn't want to just throw the ribbon on top. I was trying to make it look really pretty. So I'm just cutting myself some scallops. No measurements, no tracing. I just cut it, and it turned out really well, actually. Okay, so now I'm going to take a piece of, again, that banner that I got from Hobby Lobby all those years ago, and I'm going to tie this on. You guys, this turns out so cute. It's probably one of my favorite pieces out of the 5, I think. I didn't think I was going to turn out as good as it did, but I like it. Okay, so I've got one of the ones with the stars. Now, I do take hot glue, and I put a piece on each top and bottom so that I can make sure I control where the ribbon goes. Now, this is just a gnome on a paper rosette, and it's got a hot dog and a beer, and he's holding USA. This is just something from my paper crafting days, and I put it on there, and it turns out so adorable. I just wanted to take a moment to make sure that you guys go to the playlist, go to Emily's channel and May's channel, and really just, if you're coming from my channel, please let them know that you came from my channel so that they'll know, that I sent you. But I'm pretty sure that a lot of us have the same subscribers, which is amazing. But I'm sure that there'll be some people that maybe have never, seen them, I hope. And I hope I get an opportunity to send them over. So anyway, and if you're coming from their channels, I would love to have you stay and subscribe. Please, it would be amazing. Okay, so I have myself one of those mini rolling pins, okay? And I painted the ends of these, obviously in the crimson, and then I painted the white. Now, I'm trying to finger sand it because I kind of want it to look a little bit rustic. I don't want it to look so perfect. And actually, it was a little rough. I probably should have sanded it before I painted it. Or maybe it was the Waverly paint. I'm not sure, but it was just really, it needed to be sanded. But I would have sanded it anyway. Okay, so I'm taking some stamps, And I want to put a label on it. Plus I want to put like words on it. Now it's just a little, rolling pin. But I still thought, I could fill it up with a bunch of stamps and words for the 4th of July. And I actually did a large one of these on a couple videos back, and it turned out amazing. It turned out way better than this one. Now, I'm happy with this one, but I don't know, it was a little small, to do this. So I roll my label on, okay? Cute. Now, at this point, I'm thinking, do I need to roll it back over there? Which I knew I couldn't. It would have just messed it up. Okay, once I wipe off my stamp and I put it away, in the middle of that label, I'm going to put USA. I don't know why. I was leaving it in that you guys were watching me put that away. Sometimes you get to craft it and, you're so into the zone that you're like, oh, I'm crafting or recording. I probably should shut that off. Okay, so I had went to put the USA on and it was backwards. So I was like, oh my gosh, I put it the wrong way. So I turn around and I get it the right way. Now it's really hard to stamp on a small round circle. So that, it's great if you could just roll across your stamps. But because I was trying to use words, it was a little bit more challenging. Okay, so I put USA on there. Now I'm also going to put like freedom here in a minute. And after I put the freedom on, it left a little space that was too big. So I had to put another word, so I put liberty. Now I only have one E in this, set, of course. So I had to leave enough space to put, the other E, which I'm so mad at myself. I messed the E up. See, look at that. But that's okay. I mean, it's handmade. It's, our projects are not meant to be perfection. They're handmade. And honestly, you're not going to be staring at it so much, I did, like I said, on the other section, put liberty, which you'll see. And now I'm just taking, again, that same banner. I have so much of this banner. This banner was so long. I have tons of it. So I'm taking this and I'm going to tie it on each end to give it just a little bit of a rustic, charm to it. I was trying to do a bow. The bow wasn't looking right. So I just tied it in a knot. And then I cut down the banner ribbon to where it's not, as long. I just cut it as an angle. I would have loved to have been able to dovetail it, but this ribbon was so, I don't even know what's the word I'm looking for. It was so shredded, and there was just no way I was going to be able to make it dovetailed. Okay, we're on to my last project before I show you my tier tray. Okay, so I've got these 3 blocks that we've all seen from Dollar Tree. Now, I know that this is a project that we've seen everyone do, but I wanted to add it to my tier tray, so I'm going to do it again. That's the thing about crafting. It's like, especially when you're using Dollar Tree products, you really have to get super creative to not create something that, 50 people have already created. But I'm going to go ahead and show you this because I want it to look cute on my tier tray. It was something, it was under $5 and I couldn't get it on the tier tray. Now, I paint obviously red, white, and blue. The crimson, you guys, I can't remember that blue. It's an acrylic paint, but it has great coverage. If you really want to know what it is, let me know, and I will let you know what it is. Okay, and then I also got myself some little Dollar Tree wooden letters out. Now, at this point, my phone had was dying, so I took it off the charge when I painted the letters. And I thought, you know, you guys have seen people paint letters, right? Here's where I don't know what I was thinking. I had a red bead, I had a white bead, and I thought I needed a blue bead. So the only blue beads I had were very pale blue. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to paint it in the blue to match so that everything matches, right? Well, in a minute, I'm going to realize I don't need 3 beads. I'm only taking 3 blocks and gluing them together, but that's only going to take 2 beads. So I do all of this for no reason. And I left it in because, you know, we all make mistakes. And I like to highlight my mistakes just because, you know, I'm on a journey to learn and create, and I've been on this journey for almost 3 years. But yeah, there's still mistakes to be made, and some of them are funny. And this one I thought was pretty hilarious. I don't know where I thought I was going to put that 3rd bead, the blue one. I have no idea where it was going to go, but I didn't need it. So I really wanted to share that with you guys. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I just crack myself up when I just make silly mistakes like that. And look, I love it. I think it's so cute. Okay, here's my tier tray. So there you go. There's my little mason jar with the Nomi and the hot dog and the beer. And he's so cute on there. There's my banner. See how cute it looks on there? I think it's adorable. Okay, and there's my USA and my rolling pin. And I added some other things to it, of course. In the back, there's a little, oh, there's my ladder. I love that little ladder. Thank you so much, Tami. If you're watching, hello, and thank you for the ladder. And I've got a little milk jug with just some boxwood greenery in it and 2 paper pinwheels that I had created last year when I was paper crafting all the time. But yeah, I mean, it really filled up my tier tray nicely. I thought there's a little star I added. You guys, thank you so much for stopping by, watching my video. Thank you so much to Emily and Tami for hosting and co-hosting. I know it's a lot of work. And yeah, thank you all. I love you so much. Happy crafting. Happy Sunday. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.